Hello Street Snappers, Brian here. I'm sure that many of you enjoy taking photography workshops, whether they're for landscape, studio, travel or street photography, which is my own speciality. And I run workshops through my own organisation, StreetSnappers, and also on behalf of Fujifilm. I'm running between, on average, 60 to 70 workshops every year. Has allowed me to build up quite an accurate picture of how people can make most of their day or weekend. And today I'd like to pass on these experiences to you. So how do you make the most of it? How do you squeeze maximum value from your workshop, whatever kind of workshop it is? Let's have a look at how you can ensure that you can have an enjoyable, fulfilling and hopefully educational experience on a photography workshop. Whatever type of photography you're into, there are workshops galore. But let's assume you've done your homework and you found the right workshop for you. You've researched the workshop leader, they've got a strong body of work, they seem to be an established educator, you've read some good reviews. How do you then make sure you get the biggest bang for your buck on your workshop, on the day? First of all, go with an open mind. Try not to have any preconceptions about what the day will bring. Lay yourself open to the unexpected and just relish those serendipitous moments that come your way. And they nearly always do come your way. Always be a beginner on a workshop. However tempting it is, don't play the expert. And try to remember this, A Beginner's Mind by Suzuki. And here's a bit of Zen philosophy for you. If your mind is empty, it is ready for anything. It is open to everything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities. In the expert's mind, there are few. This is the real secret of the arts. Always be a beginner. And I think that's so true. It's far too easy to assume that we all know all the right stuff. We all do it. And it's a mistake to enter a workshop with that mindset. Relish the questions on a workshop. Embrace them. Don't seek only answers, but we should trust that the questions will lead us to interesting places instead of our usual demand to have all the information we want right away. So ask lots of questions. A good workshop leader will give you plenty of time for this and will love you for it. And you'll find that the other participants will then start to open up and everybody benefits. So remember, the more questions, the more answers. And that's why you're there. Fail on your workshop. That might sound strange and counterintuitive, but do it. Fail, fail, fail. Don't worry about making great images on the workshop. Concern yourself with making great mistakes. You'll learn from those mistakes far more than you will from your successes. Suspend your expectations and don't expect to return home with a card full of great images. You should expect to take lots of bad pictures on a workshop. Then all of a sudden, one of them will shine brightly and you'll have that kind of eureka moment. The workshop should be providing you with inspiration and teaching you some sound principles that you can then go off and do on your own later. Think of the workshop environment as being like a small group of friends. No one's judging you, and it's kind of like having permission to do something different. And here's another great quote, this one from Samuel Beckett. Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again, fail better. How good is that? Don't follow the herd on a workshop. Trust your instincts and do your own thing. Don't shoot what everybody else is shooting. If you're on the sort of workshop where you're led to a particular spot and you all take the same picture, which hopefully on a street photography workshop you're not, move away from the group and do something a little different. Who wants the same picture as everyone else? Okay, I accept that in certain kinds of workshop, landscape for example, maybe studio, there is a need for the workshop leader to demonstrate, say, a composition and then encourages everyone to take the picture to show that they've understood. And yeah, I completely get that. Then don't obsess about your gear. Your camera isn't the most important tool in making images on your workshop. Your most important tools are your imagination, your curiosity, your mind, and your heart. Don't be that person who's constantly changing camera bodies and swapping lenses in the hope that it'll make their images better. It won't. It'll just take your focus away from what's important. Again, maybe this applies to street photography workshops more than any other, but whatever kind of workshop you're doing, you really need to put all your mental energy into what really matters, and it's not the gear. Experiment. Get out of your comfort zone, well outside it. This is where the magic happens. Make images you don't understand. Try something new. Here's another great quote, this one from David Bowie, which sums this up beautifully. If you feel safe in the area you're working in, you're not working in the right area. Always go a little further into the water than you feel you're capable of. Go a little bit out of your depth, and when you don't feel that your feet are quite touching the bottom, you're in just about the right place to do something exciting. Love it. On my own workshops, there's a maximum of 6 people, and everyone is encouraged to help each other and to learn from each other. Everyone has good ideas, not just workshop leaders. Be generous. You're amongst like-minded people, hopefully amongst friends. So share your ideas and help foster the kind of environment where we can all learn from each other. And I've been running street photography workshops for a long time, and I learn something new from you guys on every single workshop. Commit yourself completely to the experience. Remove any distractions, turn your phone off, turn your emails off for the day, and just clear your mind of real life. This full immersion approach will allow you to take a lot more away from your workshop than you would otherwise do. Finally, use the workshop to make friends. Maybe it's just me, but I do find that workshops generally attract nice people. And it's a great opportunity to strike up some enduring friendships. In fact, I run a collective which all my workshop participants are invited to join, the StreetSnappers collective, and these lovely folks arrange meetups, organise events, produce books, discuss all things street photography. So there you have it. If you're going to do a photography workshop, whatever type it is, make sure you do everything you can to make the most of the experience. Don't just turn up and expect it all to happen. Just think about it beforehand. Think what you want to get out of it. Think about your objectives. And of course, if you're interested in doing a street photography workshop, check me out at streetsnappers.com. There should be a card up here coming up somewhere with a link to it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. As always, if you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. Please pop them in the boxes below. And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel for more street photography tips and techniques. Thanks for tuning in.